you want to repeat that again?
Why do you do that to me when I call you? Why do you listen for my voice and just hang up in my face?
Why are you calling so much?
I call once every 2 or 3 days, GG.
Yeah, well, I am right now in isolation. I'm right now want to be left alone.
Well, right now, Brian Whalen is in the Discord.
And what is he doing in Discord? Pre-tell.
It's been going on now for about... It's been going on since 3:30.
The fuck is he doing?
Let's see here. I will be honest, none of our family knew anything about George. My mother had some random phone calls from his mother's after Jamie's passed. She had never told anyone about him, and none of the people we spoke knew of him. Marty said a bunch of shit. Yes, he was a stranger, and yes, it has been hard. I never knew any of this stuff existed, and it's been quite a shock to hear of this happening to my sister. Some of you may not know we were estranged for an extended period of time due to her addiction.
That's right. Because, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because the family fucking called her the black sheep. And she was out of it, and the family had told her, had disowned her because she wanted to be with this web guy. Well, what the hell you want to call his fucking name? Hamlet. And they didn't care for Hamlet. Of course, the brother said, "Oh well, Hamlet was a good guy and all that." But she wanted, she was disowned by the family because she didn't contour to what they wanted from her. Okay, she was just estranged from them because she was pushed around by the family, and when she needed help, they didn't give her any damn help. Okay. That's what that boils down to. When she needed help, they didn't give her any damn help. They disowned her.
He said you upset his mother when you called her, as she knew nothing about you, and you were...
Wait. Slow down. Slow the fuck down a second. Say all that again?
He upset my mother when he called her, as she knew nothing about him, and he was incessant with his calls and wanted so much information from her.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
He says,
I did not know no. God damn it, I didn't know that she died. And I called a month later to find out what the fuck happened, and in fact, I was in tears, crying my ass off. God damn that family. Fuck them. I was in fucking tears wanting to know what fucking happened. I didn't even know that she died until a month later. And I wanted to know what the hell happened. And I was very cordial and very nice to them. So that's a lie.
All right, he said, let me go back up here to where I was.
I just find it kind of fucking odd that he would fucking go ahead and run his mouth like that. That's kind of odd.
Deuce said, hello, Brian. He said, yes, after she passed, he would harass my mother. When Mr. Mitchell introduced himself to our family, also when George sent a disgusting letter to my mother about making love to my sister.
No. You just, no, I know, I didn't.
I have a copy of the letter if I can work it out to put it on here. This is what my mother got from him.
No, and no. I sent one letter, and they received it April 20th. Is when they received a certified letter. Someone pretending to send a letter. Look, I'm not getting this with you. This is why I don't talk to you, because you piss me off.
But you asked me to tell you. It says, Brian said he enclosed a picture of himself wearing a robe.
No.
Mr. Mitchell has been kind enough to provide us with a dossier that covers George's history. It is extensive and spans some 6 files.
All right, you know what? See, the fact that they believe that horse shit is ridiculous. And he wants to go ahead and make up a story saying that Jamie ran with thugs and ran guns. That's a lie. I don't believe that for 1 second.
My sister was not
talking bad about his own sister, saying that she ran guns.
My sister
I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate that coming from her brother.
He said, my sister was not bipolar. She was a drug addict and did what drug addicts did. She used people to enable her to get drugs. Sadly, this attracts a lot of wrong people who also used her for what they wanted, mainly sex.
You know what? God damn it. I'm not listening to this goddamn rubbish. Not listening to this fucking rubbish. That guy believes a fucking person, that some fucking old bearded man who's a fucking con artist, he believes that son of a bitch, but somebody who claimed to know his sister and spoke kindly to his mother, and he wants to twist it up because they got paid money. How fucking sad is that?
He said, Mr. Mitchell has told us about a woman named Sue that George stalked, and there are more women coming forward, apparently. To be honest, I did not know what to think of all of you until Mr. Mitchell introduced me to Will Markland and Martin.
To what?
Bob Flop said...
Wait, slow down a second. What? What was that?
To be honest, I did not know what to think of you all until Mr. Mitchell introduced me to Will Markland and Martin.
Okay, well, you know what? If he's that fucking stupid, that he believes a bunch of fucking trolls over someone that cared for his sister, that he's got a fucking psychological problem. If he believes in that shit, that horse shit that was fed to him because there were dollar bills attached to that shit and his soul being bought, then that's pretty fucked up, if you ask me. There's someone who cared for his sister, and then he's going to buy some horse shit from people that are trolls. Yeah, that's really fucked up. I've never harassed that mother. I was very respectful to that woman, to that mother of hers, and I had asked her and I inquired. So that's a bunch of shit. Where is this lawsuit at, huh? That's what I want to know. Where is this prefabricated, manufactured lawsuit that they were going to do? It's not fair because it's not.
I'm getting to that. He said,
get to it now.
He said at 3:36, to be honest, my initial contact was civil but firm, explaining to him that his letter was not appreciated. He then started instantly being abusive and demanding. Mr. Mitchell is a gentleman that is investigating George. He has been most helpful and has delivered care packages of groceries from my aged parents, one of whom has dementia.
Trying to buy someone is not fucking, to buy someone, to have them attack someone is not fucking, kind act. That was, it's called manipulation and extortion.
Marty asked him, Brian, at any time have you felt threatened by us? He said, not threatened, overwhelmed perhaps. This is just a bit of a shock and a lot to take in.
Well, you know what? Again, if that person who claims to be a professor, an educated person who's a professor that teaches kids, and he believes that horseshit, then he doesn't have any fucking common sense. And that's what I told him. I said, if you believe in that fairy tale, you have, and you are what you claim to be a professor, you have no common sense. And they want to milk and make it, they want to extort, and they want to flip the switch and then change the narrative. They want to buy him. They want to fucking buy him and change the fucking narrative and exploit me and make me look like a fucking no. So by doing that, fine. But that doesn't fucking change the reality of the story. All right, I've heard enough. I've heard about enough.
I think you want to hear this. Deuce said at 3:49, hello, I'm sorry for your loss and continued pain that George has caused. With his harassment continued, does your family have plans to bring civil or criminal charges? At 3:50, Brian said yes, there are proceedings being completed for wrongful death. It is a civil suit that holds George as responsible for Jamie taking an overdose due to him sexually assaulting her.
Is that right?
Kindly, Martin has hired attorneys for the family as well as provided us with security.
Whoa! Slow down. Say that again?
There are proceedings being completed for wrongful death. Hold on, there are proceedings being completed for wrongful death. It is a civil suit that holds George responsible for Jamie taking an overdose due to him sexually assaulting her. Kindly, Martin has hired attorneys for the family as well as...
Do me a favor, Mr. Saunders. Send that to me in an email, please. Send all of that, copy, paste, into a fucking email, if you could, please.
I've already done it, George. You just don't look. Yes, sir. He said, Martin has hired attorneys for the family as well as provided us with security in the shape of Mr. Mitchell and his associates to make sure George can't threaten us.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bob Floyd says, has Mitchell told you that George had a registered sex offender living with him? Brian said, yes. I know that he had a child molester live with him. It is sick and says a lot about him. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one goddamn thing. I'm not giving my PO box out, but I'll tell you one damn thing. They can serve me at your place. You want to do that same shit with me? They can serve me at your place.
My advice to you is to avoid service at all costs, not to accept it. If you accept it, George, then the lawsuit progresses on.
Doesn't have a leg to stand on.
It does if you're not able to defend it.
And I can defend it swinging. Doesn't have a fucking fiber and a strong bone to stand on. So this lawsuit was manufactured by Martin Holmgren.
It was paid for, not manufactured.
It was manufactured and paid and bought and manufactured, same difference, by Martin Holmgren. Am I correct with that?
Yes.
Yeah, manufactured by Martin Holmgren. That slime ball, that fucking weasel, that is a fucking joke. That fucking slime ball, Marty Holmgren, manufactured this lawsuit. Okay, well, guess what? It doesn't have a leg to stand on. It has no teeth to stand on, or not whatsoever.
Brian copied an email that you sent him on March 20th. They broke into my house and police report was made. They broke in the house when I was emptying, trying to rummage through it and snap pictures. At the time when I was living there, I couldn't decipher who was responsible. That's how they got pictures from my father as well as photoshopped his face. At first, I part believed him. Then I looked deeper, and it was obvious that someone had not broken in. He also could never provide police information for any of this. Before Jamie got mixed up with drugs, she was funny, smart, quick-witted, and loved life. Sadly, the drugs became more important than her life. She would do anything, and I mean anything, for a fix. She stole from stores, robbed people, stole from cars, ran guns with her ex-boyfriend. Yes, Jamie was quite proud of the fact she could have stripped a pistol in a matter of seconds. Zeb,
I don't believe that.
Zeb was another person that without heroin was a nice guy, but had so much going for him. Sadly, they both fed each other addicted and ended up in tragedy. All you can do is try to help them. However, they don't want help. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find...
Send me every morsel you can. Send me every tidbit and send me every morsel via email, and I will consult an attorney come Monday.
At 4:09, Brian said George needs to be locked in a mental institution for everyone's safety. I don't want to imagine what went on in that den of inequity and sin.
Who the fuck is this fucking bald-headed piece of shit? Who is this bald-headed little piece of shit? And where does he open his goddamn fucking hole? I know what he looks like. He's a bald-headed little twerp.
At 4:12,
bald-headed little twerp that doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
At 4:12, Brian said, I have constantly asked George to provide me with verifiable police reports and information. He refuses. I spoke...
Bullshit! I gave him the report number. Bullshit! I gave him the report fucking number.
I spoke with detectives at Richmond PD who told us there is no ongoing investigation into trolls initiated by George.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
I think you...
Officer Landon Abbott is the one that's handling the damn case. Landon Abbott in Henrico County. And I told that numbskull that.
I I think he was responsible for everything happening to us. He likes the attention. I believe he wants people to constantly feel sorry for him. He has told me on more than one occasion, I hurt more than you. Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I do.
He is.
I do. I fucking do. Because he's running his mouth off about his sister. He's spreading lies about his fucking sister. So what the fuck is that about? So yeah, I would think so. I think so.
He has made it clear this is about him and I should feel sorry for him despite having nothing to do with us or being invited to Jamie's funeral. The man did not even know we were Jewish. That is how little he knew about our sister. At 4:14, he said...
He never told me that she was Jewish. Never told me she was Jewish.
At 4:14, Brian Whalen said, I have seen tributes and comments from people that George calls trolls. They have been far kinder than him. At 4:16, I think that attorneys taking this seriously and recognizing who and what George is and what he is capable is a fantastic thing and can hopefully get justice for Jamie.
Yeah. Well, you know what's going to end up happening? He's going to fall short of what he wants. This narrative that these trolls that are manufactured by that son of a bitch slime ball is going to fall short. They're going to have to obtain an attorney, it seems like, and go this route. This son of a bitch, it's going to fall short. It's going to fall short. They're going to fall very, very fucking short.
At 4:18, he said, hopefully it puts a stop to George and makes him realize he can't go around taking advantage of women who are in difficulty for his own sexual gratification. I need to get off in about 10 minutes. My mother is sadly unwell, mainly due to the stress George has caused, and I need to care for her.
Not what I caused. What the fuck are you talking about? What those goddamn Martin Holmgren caused?
He said,
what Martin Holmgren manufactured and caused? By speeding a bunch of horse shit. Look, I've heard enough of this shit. All right, no, I've heard enough. All I need you to do is send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me in Gmail. Send it to me in Gmail, and I'm going to go over it and look at it, and I'm going to consult some people about it. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous that I'm even talking about it. It's ridiculous that I'm even talking at all about this, but I'm going to have somebody look at it, and they're going to tell me the same thing that I'm thinking.
Well, you haven't been served with it yet, George.
I don't care whether I've been served or not. Okay? The fact that it's there.
Well, it doesn't matter until it's served, GG.
Well, they got my P.O. box.
You can't serve a P.O. box.
Now you can.
You cannot.
They've got my P.O. box number because I sent that as a return address.
They still can't serve a P.O. box.
Okay, so tell me how that's going to go out then, or how that's going to go down.
I've told you. They're going to put it in the newspaper for 4 weeks, and then you'll be deemed served. Or you can accept service quietly. Until I see it, I won't know what to do.
What newspaper?
The Times, most likely.
And where is this theatrical performance going to be held?
There's just a legal section of the newspaper.
You're not listening to me. Where is this horse shit? Where is this fucking horse shit going to be published or served at?
The Richmond Times-Dispatch.
Again, you're not listening to me. What delegation? What domain? Is this what courtroom?
Oh, I believe it's Richmond City.
It's going to be a civil case or a civil case or a criminal case?
Yes, George, it's civil in nature. They can't prosecute you criminally because they want to.
They have no leg to stand on both criminally or civilly. Don't let them stand on both criminally or civilly. Don't have a leg to stand on.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know what they've alleged.
Well, if what you showed me is any indication of it, it's fake. It's fake. I don't believe it for 1 second, and I won't believe it until I see it. And when I see it, And if it is what I think it is, that it has been manufactured by that foreigner, we're going to come after that foreigner. That foreigner is manufactured and bought this. That's all going to be sent there. Did you send all that to me in a lawsuit? I mean, did you send everything he said in via email?
I have to wait till it all ends, George. Remember, it's Discord. I've taken snapshots as I could.
I thought you told me the trolls were removed from Discord.
I can take snapshots of things. The trolls, I mean, I'm talking about Paul and Phyllis.
I'm not understanding what you, Paul and Phyllis, they were removed from the what, Discord?
Yes. It was discovered they were the ones trolling you, so they were dealt with.
They were trying to get it. They were trying to get that channel removed. Yes.
Well.
So all this is manufactured by that foreigner, pretty much.
Finance.
Manufactured and sealed, or more or less created.
I don't know, Gigi.
I know. I well do know.
As much as you would like for me to be the real Will Marklin, I am not.
I didn't say you were.
But
I didn't say you were.
That would
I
make
said,
you happy.
I said I can't trust you though. Is what I said. I didn't say you were Will Marklin. I knew you were Will Marklin. Will Marklin was there before you even came in court.
Well, George, you need to. I mean, I'm doing everything I know to do to help.
This is a joke. This is an absolute joke.
And that very well might be.
It very well is.
But it doesn't look like it to me.
It very well is. A joke.
I mean,
all I want is everything he says, and I need you to email it to me. Everything he says, and I need you to email it to me.
I will, George.
Okay.
I mean, I was calling you, from the beginning of this, but instead, what did you do? You waited to hear my voice and hung the phone up in my face. I bet you don't do that.
No, I don't want to hear. Listen to me. I am tired of this. Tired of this.
If I had fucking 2 pennies every time I heard you say you were tired of this and this shit was going to stop, I'd have fucking 2 trucks. I can't.
Okay, well, I don't give a damn what you think or whatever. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, but if
and I've got enough witnesses in my camp that can prove everything.
They haven't seen
Got
anything.
enough witnesses in my camp that will prove every fucking thing. Because what they don't understand is, and what Miss Whalen doesn't understand is, that I did not know a damn thing about it until a month later. She died of a speedball. Unrelated to me, because I haven't seen her, didn't speak to her, was in no contact with her. I called her Christmas Eve to wish her Merry Christmas, talked to her New Year's Eve and say, hey, how you doing? I wish we could hang out or whatever. That was it. I saw her walking the street on Chamberlain Avenue. As much as I wanted to stop, I kept going. I saw her walking a different direction. Another street. Saw her again. As much as I wanted to stop, I didn't. Okay? Around April, we did not know what was going on. I did not know. Until May 23rd. May 23rd, I'm sitting at Panera Bread, and I'm on her Facebook to see what she's doing and see if she's posting anything, or through my troll account, my sock account, so I can see what's going on. And sure enough, I see in memory up. I said, wait a second. What is this? So I go into another account and look at it again, and it said in memory up. I literally grabbed my computer. I was shaking like a fucking leaf. I took the tables, and I flipped them in the damn restaurant. Then the manager came over to me and said, "Sir, are you okay?" I said, "No, I'm not. I need to get out of here. I'm sorry." I walked out of the room. I started shaking like a leaf. I started crying my eyes out for fucking 2 hours. Fucking straight hours. And then I called to Angela. And I told Angela, "Listen, Jamie's dead." I said, "I need you to get on the phone with him. I need you to find out if it's true." I said, "I don't believe it. I'm going to call the coroner tomorrow, and I'm going to find out." And sure enough, I called the coroner. They told me that she died April 20th. That was a month and 3 days later. So I had no fucking knowledge of her death. So how the fuck?
Well, that's not what.
And the mother even fucking knew the fact that basically that I asked her what had happened. Because I was in the dark, and I had no fucking knowledge what had happened. If I did know what would happen, I would have fucking gone over there and busted the door down with some Narcan. Now don't come out, this is a bunch of bullshit.